friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about my fragrances I wore in March. Let's have some tea. I put together my March scent tray with all of the things that I wanted to wear as we transitioned from winter into spring. March ended up being a full-on scent journey. I was reaching for perfumes that helped me say goodbye to winter and say hello to spring and then hello to winter again. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you haven't been here before, I'm Rowan. I'm a librarian, Unitarian, witchy, potpourri, pagan, who's also a member of and advocate for the LGBTQ community. I like to explore beauty as magic and self-care. If any of that sounds interesting to you, or the intersectionalities of any of that sound interesting to you, please like and subscribe. And meanwhile, let's jump into it. So the first fragrances that I'll be talking about are kind of the winter holdouts. Really great transition fragrances for the days when it was still brisk and chilly and there was still rain outside. These fragrances tended to be warm and gourmand and made me feel cuddly. First up is Chocolate Greedy by Menthol. It smells like warm cocoa, brownies fresh from the oven. This is a realistic chocolate delight. I loved layering this with House of 8 by Sniff. The two of these together, just wonderful, spicy, chocolatey heaven. It was pure comfort on chilly mornings. Next up is Janie by Soradora. This is baked apples, puff pastry, sweet spices. Seriously like a warm hug from my Gigi while she was baking a spicy apple pie. Like, it is just comfort and deliciousness in a bottle. New to my collection, Nearly Noon by Define Me. And this is a rare blind buy for me, but it's a fragrance by a content creator here, Sniff with Staff. And the way that they described it, having an idea of the scent profiles that they enjoy, that we have in common, I knew I was gonna like this. So I went ahead and got it. I do not regret it. This is another cozy winter dessert moment. It's spicy rice pudding with a rich, creamy depth that made me want to snuggle up with it and some tea and a good book. Like, this was just, it's amazing. I can't wait to wear it next winter. I don't know if this is going to be a spring thing or not. I didn't get enough warm days where I wore it yet, but I may put it back on my scent tray for April to see. Next is Kayali Vanilla 28. This is a mysterious, rich vanilla that made me feel comforted and grounded. And it's the fragrance that I layered most with. It just sets a tone for other fragrances to go on. It also has some scent notes in here that are really grounding and protective. So I really found that to be something that I pulled for a lot. Next is Sense of Wood. This is plum and cognac. It is boozy, it's dark, it's a little spicy. It felt like wrapping myself in a velvet robe. I really expected it to be more of a spring scent, but I found myself really wanting to wear this on the cold, rainy days. I also love the anatomical heart bottle with the branches coming out as the ventricle. It's just, I love everything about this scent and this bottle. Next is another by Sense of Wood. It is Strength and Santal, and I don't have the full bottle of this. I got this through Scentbird. I really like this whole Scentbird deal, and I will talk about it another time. But it's a creamy sandalwood that is cozy without being heavy. It has some aquatic notes to balance out the woody spice really beautifully. It wore really well on warmer days, and so I'm hoping that this will be a good scent as we move into spring and summer. Next is Gris Charnel by BDK, and this is a fig tea cardamom absolute delight. This is another that I don't have a full bottle of, but when this is gone, I definitely will be getting a full bottle. It's a cozy warm chai that is still light enough for a warm day, and when I wore it, I just couldn't stop sniffing myself. This was just delightful. And one of my new favorites for sure. This next set of fragrances is kind of more winter meets spring. These are ones that I definitely wore on the more warm spring days. Next is Kayali, the Wedding Velvet Santal. It's a luxe creamy sandalwood with a bit of a powdery musk. It, to me, gives very Bride of the Underworld vibes. I picture Persephone with her light, airy innocence entering into the underworld. It's got enough lightness that it works well on cool spring days, but it definitely is cozy winter all the way. Next is Kayali's Wedding Silk Santal, which I kind of think of these as partners, brides, like these two could walk down the aisle together. This one is more floral and delicate than the Velvet Santal, and this will definitely carry more into spring and summer. It's very soft and clean, and to me it kind of gives very bridal Bridgerton vibes. Like I wore this when I was cosplaying for a time traveler event, and it was just perfect. This is Mallow Musk by Myth Bangkok, and this is an ethereal, creamy, peachy dream. I layered this a lot with 312 Saint Honoré, and it really brought a sweetness to that fragrance that just made it perfect for the spring. I loved them together. I really like this one on its own as well. Unmute by Noise. This has gotten some flack on the internet, but I tried it and I really like it. It's an amber musk with a fruity vanilla base, and to me it comes across a little raspberry, but the vanilla gives it a depth but not sweetness. The sweetness seems to be coming from the berry, so I really enjoyed this, and I will probably keep reaching for it as the weather gets warmer. Next is Burberry Her. It's fruity and fresh, but also cozy, like a winter berry tart topped with cream. It was just delicious. I can't find my bottle. I'm guessing that I have it tucked away in a bag somewhere or maybe on my desk at work. And last category are fragrances that were really great for sunny spring days that really brought in that fresh, light, uplifting vibe of full spring peeking through moments. These were the first signs of spring. Brighter, more floral or airy fragrances that really had me enjoying sunshine and blooms. First is Valaya by Perfumes de Marly, and I started with a sample of this and then got a travel size, and when this is gone I will be upgrading to a full bottle because this is just a delightful, elegant, musky floral. It's like crisp white shirt energy. I felt pulled together and beautiful every time I put this on. 312 Saint Honoré. Pardon my French, I'm not very good at it. This is by BDK. It's a refined, slightly powdery floral. It's very chic and lovely, like walking into a Paris boutique in the springtime. There is a note in here that can be a little astringent for me, and so I will occasionally layer it with Vanilla 28 or the Muskmallow to pull some of those other notes that are similar in here forward. But it also has just a really unique floral that I don't smell in a lot of things. I think that might be the Angelica. I think the Angelica might be giving the astringents and that beautiful floral. Definitely one to try before you buy, but I think it's just gorgeous. Next is Diptyque La Pépère. This is soft and nostalgic, clean paper and white musk. I felt like it was a really great fresh start to the day. I layered it under things. I would put it on just when I got out of the shower just to feel that clean freshness extended. I love this perfume, and it's definitely full bottle worthy. Last is Santal Vanille by the Seven Virtues. This is a soft, milky sandalwood that brightened up even the grayest of days, but wore beautifully on sunny days. It is sandalwood done in a way that I really enjoy. I would like to find some sandalwoods that lean more milky even than this. I have Radio Bombay on my list, but I don't have it yet. But that one is the closest I've smelled to kind of the sandalwood that I'm looking for from my childhood. If you have any good milky sandalwood suggestions, please drop them in the comments. I'm always looking for good sandalwoods. I didn't wear everything on my tray because the weather did a lot more cold and rainy than I anticipated. So I ended up pulling out some samples and some other things from my winter collection that I didn't have on my tray. So that's the interesting thing about setting up what I want to wear in advance, is that it gives me an opportunity to see what I'm actually wearing and what, no matter how many times I pull it to wear, I'm just not getting use out of, and maybe it's time to split that up and send it off. My partner volunteers at showers for people experiencing homelessness, and so I send a lot of fragrances and cosmetics over there for them to use because that's something that the community had asked for and I have access to, so I'm happy to share. March really was a scent mood board, part cozy hibernation, part hopeful blooms, and if I really had to pick a favorite, I think it would be the Gris Charnel by BDK. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be upgrading to a full bottle when this one is gone. What were your go-to fragrances for March? Please share down in the comments. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Until next time, remember, self-care is resistance, joy is resistance, queer joy, trans joy, Black joy is resistance. Tend to yourself like you're sacred, because you are. We want to build capacity and resilience to keep showing up and shining unapologetically. See you next time, friends.